I love comedy, but what I really love is female comedians who are funny as heck. And that's why I'm so excited that Iliza Shlesinger is coming to the Wynn March 10th and 11th. But guess what? Before that, we get her the day after her birthday. Good morning. Right. You woke up just to talk to us?
JJ, look, we need to normalize women having their 40th birthday and not putting on full hair and makeup to be on news, because this is 2023 and this is the realness that the internet has brought us into TV.
I could not agree more. I mean, listen, I'm looking super average this morning, and it took me like an hour and 20 minutes to achieve this.
See, so I didn't want to look as average as you, so I was like, I'm gonna go one below and do even worse. That way I pull the spotlight and I look like a drug dealer, and we're ready to go.
Excellent. No, we love that look here on the Morning Blend.
Mugshot taken.
It's perfect. You're going to fit in perfect in Vegas. Hey, congrats on turning 40. It's about time.
I know. I've been building up to it. Some would say my whole life. But I'm pumped. I'm pumped to return to Las Vegas as a 40-year-old woman. And I'm really excited to come to the Wynn. I've been playing Las Vegas for years. And I think that playing the Wynn, it's an elevated experience. And I love playing Las Vegas. You get in any other city, you don't get this cross section of Americans like you do in Vegas. So I'm pumped.
For sure, absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. And you're right, the Wynn is kind of a step up, like, ooh, Iliza's getting fancy. Is that what's gonna happen to you now that you're 40? Are you gonna, like order fancier cocktails and like only carry designer bags and just get fancy?
I think you have to. I think everything has to be nicer because your body can't break down the complex sugars of like an amaretto sour. And so it's all about luxury and fanciness and elevated experiences that we take down a notch with stand-up comedy.
I love it. I love it when you take the room down a notch, and you're pretty good at doing that, my friend. Have you been out on tour a lot? I know you're at home now because you just celebrated your 40th. But have you been traveling a lot? What's your schedule been?
Yeah, I've got a big fall tour that's launching obviously in the fall. And so I've just been doing a lot of one-off gigs, and we've been working on a couple of other projects. And the biggest project, of course, is just having my 1-year-old daughter and getting to be with her every day. She will not be coming to Las Vegas. I don't care how kid-friendly they try to make it. In a casino. I might bring the dog because she's Chinese, so she enjoys pai gow. So we'll see. But this year's been great. I had a book come out. My 6th Netflix special came out in October, and I drank a lot of sake yesterday.
Oh my!
40 I can handle.
Excellent. Do you do your sake warm or cold?
I don't remember. And that's how you know we do sake.
Of course you don't. Oh my gosh. By the way, congrats on there's a lot to congrats you over. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm like, congrats, miles on top, all of the above. Because your daughter is beautiful. It's amazing to see you. You haven't skipped a beat because you're out on the road again. Has motherhood changed your sense of humor so far?
It's actually a good question, JJ, because one of the comments I get is that my stand-up isn't like mom commentary, and I'd like to stave that off as long as possible. If that's what's in your heart, then that's great. But at 1 year old, like, there's not a ton to talk about, and she is this special person. And so I really try to keep it going back to the basics. It's always about like our social interactions as men, women, deprecation, personal views. It's not the place for her. Maybe when she talks and talks back, then there's that. But as it stands now, this is very much an hour of comedy for parents, non-parents, turtles, single people, married people, men, women, everything in between. It's a super inclusive, hard-hitting, fun hour that leaves you buzzed, and then you wander out of a casino into the night.
Yeah, and you drink more sake. I'm glad that you mentioned the tortoises, because the turtles, we have these desert tortoises here in the valley, and some of them are decades old.
Yes.
I completely appreciate what you're saying about not wrapping all your comedy around. I have to be honest, like, it kind of drives me crazy when I have friends who have babies, and then it's like, how are you? And then they're like, well, my baby did this. And I'm like, no, how are you?
We could get into this, but I really think women are so distracted by competing, like childless versus child, mother, not mother. And it's like, we have bigger issues to think about and we have bigger things to come together on. So like, if you have a child, that is yours. Nobody wants to hear about your baby. Nobody wants to see more than one picture. And if you don't have a kid, like, that's great too. We spend so much time fighting with each other about like who's better or who's more important. And at the end of the day, we're all women whose rights are being chipped away.
Amen.
And whose voices aren't being heard. So that's it. What we should be coming together on is that like we're women and our bras are too tight when we eat too much spaghetti and things like that, versus fighting each other because men are over there just like, well, looks like we're a monolith and these women are warring tribes. So have a kid, don't have a kid, as long as it's your choice.
Amen. Men are so good at hanging out, being bros, getting along, watching a game. We need the equivalent of that. And I couldn't agree with you more, which is so much of why I appreciate that you got up, didn't put makeup on, didn't even care at all, and you've joined me this morning, the morning after your 40th birthday, Iliza.
Let me say, I cared enough. I was on time. We had the audio check, and I did do a ring light. So I cared in the spirit of entertainment.
Yes.
But at a certain, what am I going to do? I mean, this isn't a beauty contest. It's stand-up comedy, and it's ugly, and it's real. But this part of my hair is straight, so points for that.
Yeah, and it's got a nice little curl. It's almost a little Doris Day, because I know you're always giving a nod to those classic stars. Iliza Shlesinger, I think you're pretty awesome, and so do pretty much all the women producing the show in the room right now. So we'll see you on stage at the Wynn on March 10th and 11th. Don't get that wrong, okay? Write down the date. Iliza Shlesinger, go see her. She's going to be the bomb.